Pastor Jerry, I am James Fatoma. I'm giving this testimony from Kwedu City, eastern part of Sierra Leone. Kwedu City, eastern part of Sierra Leone. Pastor Jerry, before joining the Nsppd altar, I have been going through a very severe, deadly disease, very life-threatening disease. I was vomiting and stooling blood for the past 4 years. I've been admitted for more than 20 times at the emergency hospital. This thing was hitting me. If you see me, I become like a skeleton man. I was so small now in my body. And they diagnosed me and told me that I am going through what they call liver cirrhosis, portal hypertension, and upper GI bleeding. So I was sent to do endoscopy test in Freetown. And I went to Freetown, I did the endoscopy test, and I came back with the endoscopy test, and the endoscopy test result shows that I have to go for a banding. I have to go for a banding. For a banding. This is the endoscopy test result that they recommended that I need to do banding to eradicate the bleeding. So I went for the first banding, and they did a banding within the esophageal tract, because to them, according to them, they said the veins that are running on the esophageal tracts are the one that are leaking blood because of the pressure on the liver and that of the portal vein, all of that. So I went for the first procedure. And the first procedure, the doctor told me that I have to come back again in 6 weeks. I went for the second procedure, and the second procedure, the doctor told me that I also have to come back for the third and fourth procedures. I become annoyed, and I told myself, what is this? Because each of these procedures will cause serious pain and cold in my chest. And so I told my wife, I said, I will not go for no procedure anymore. For over 4 years, Pastor Jerry, 4 years, I've been suffering with this thing. A friend of mine, we are discussing on the phone, and then sympathizing with me, and his own friend who was sitting by him had our conversation. So I think the lady just said, I can let me talk to your friend. So she talked to me and said, he said what you are going through is a similar people have gone through, and they have been connected to this altar, and God have surely have healed them, and they have testified. He said, so I believe if you connect to this altar, an Nsppd altar, you become serious with it. He said, I believe you get your testimony. I said, yeah, sure. Meanwhile, I'm a Christian and also an assistant pastor to our local church here in Kwedu City. I was so ashamed of myself sometimes when I go among my congregations, because they believe in me, they rely on me sometimes to pray for them for their own problem. Why I am going through a severe problem. All of them know what I was going through. I become more serious with this prayer altar late July coming to August, when a medical practitioner, a medical person who came to me and told me, James, you know what? Don't go for any procedure anymore. She explained her own story, and she is a medical person, but she's also part of this altar. And she also told me that I want to give you a link. I said, which link? He said, a prayer link. A pastor by the name of Pastor Jerry. There is a Nsppd prayer link. I said, I said, no, don't. I said, it's like this prayer link is doing something for people, though. And I told the woman, I said, you know what? I have this link. It's just that I'm not serious with it. He said, then be serious with it. What are you waiting for? He said, you will get your testimony. And I become more serious with the prayer link, Pastor Jerry. I will join the morning prayer. I have been doing it mid the end of July on to the whole of August. And you told us that let us put a date for our evidence. And I put 31st, because 31st I have to go for a checkup. Whoever that is hearing my testimony, if you have never been serious with this altar, I want you to be more serious now. Since I become more serious with the altar, bleeding cut off, I don't stool blood, I don't vomit blood, I don't even experience it. I will use the bathroom very normal. While I was at the altar praying, Pastor Jerry, on the 10th of August, you made mention that you had portal hypertension. You had portal hypertension, reverse, portal hypertension, reverse. I said, this one is my own. I grab it and I'll pray with it.
Portal hypertension, portal hypertension. About the power that raised Jesus from the dead, I command, let it be reversed.
And on the 11th, the thing was coming like that. It's like God has really had me, and God have really decided to show me mercy. The 10th, portal hypertension come. The 11th, what happens again? You mentioned liver cirrhosis. I said, this one is my own.
The Lord is rolling away liver cirrhosis, liver cirrhosis, liver cirrhosis. Let it be reversed.
I went to the hospital on the 31st, and I told the doctor, I say, I am here for a liver function test. I'm not here for anything, for a liver function test. That is what I'm here for. And the doctor said, why are you demanding liver function test? What is happening with you? I said, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm no more stooling blood. And so I told the doctor, mark me a test for liver function. I want to go for liver function test. And he marked the liver function test on the 31st. And I took this test to the laboratory here in our hospital. And they took my blood and performed this test on me, and this is the result, Pastor Jerry. You can see the result. Everything is normal. When I took this result and I to the doctor, and the doctor interpreted it, he said, what? He said, the liver is fine. He said, what we are looking for the liver is this one they call the ALT, this ALT SGPT, and the figure that is there, 17.6, is normal. It shows that it's fine. They say everything is fine. Your liver function is okay. Everything here is okay. I say, what God cannot do does not exist, Pastor Jerry. What God cannot do does not exist. My liver has been restored. Portal hypertension has been reversed. As I'm speaking to you now, I am fine. I am healed. There is no more portal hypertension. There is no more liver cirrhosis. There is no more upper GI bleeding. God has healed me. God has shown me mercy. Pastor Jerry, God has shown me mercy. May the Lord bless Nsppd. May the Lord bless Pastor Jerry, all the team of Nsppd. May the Lord bless you. May God continue to increase the grace upon your life. You've answered a call to the generation. A call many people will run away from. But Pastor Jerry, you have answered that call, and may God bless you. And I told myself, I make this promise to God. I say, God, I am at this altar, not only for you to heal me and go. No. I say, God, when you heal me, you must make use of me. And Pastor Jerry, I did not only got healing at this altar, but what I have also received from this altar is that my prayer life has entirely changed. My prayer life has entirely transformed. I can pray now like I'm a mad person, a madman for Jesus. Thank God. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord continue to increase you. What God cannot do indeed does not exist.